You fool around on the hill up here, then you don't get nothing. I don't get nothing. You don't get nothing. Just for a little while. Let old Trixie sit up front with her big tits.
Released in 1973, Paper Moon turned a modest $2 million budget into over $30 million at the box office. Here are 15 weird facts you may not know. Even if you know them all, I hope you enjoy the video. Oh, and what if I told you behind the father-daughter on-screen chemistry, there was tension, anger, and even at times hate? Stick around, and I'll explain it all in just a few minutes.
You don't like me, do ya?
No, I don't like you.
Number 1. Director Peter Bogdanovich cast Ryan O'Neal opposite his real daughter, Tatum, as con artists Moses and Addie. The idea came from producer Frank Marshall, who thought their resemblance and rapport would add authenticity. At first, Ryan hesitated, worried about exposing his daughter to the pressures of Hollywood. Ironically, this decision led Tatum to an Academy Award at just 10 years old, the youngest competitive Oscar winner in history.
You know, I knew for sure you wasn't my pa.
It's for sure I ain't your pa.
Number 2. Tatum O'Neal had never acted before Paper Moon. Bogdanovich kept her performance natural by feeding her line readings and encouraging her to act like herself, to make her seem more convincing. He often had her repeat takes dozens of times until she lost any self-consciousness. Critics later praised her raw and unaffected performance as the film's most striking element.
Now, don't you drop nothing on me, Jean. You take care of those breakables, understand?
Yes, Miss Trixie.
You better ride in the back seat a while.
Keep these nice people waiting.
Yes, Miss Trixie.
Number 3. Although color films dominated in 1973, Bogdanovich insisted on black and white cinematography. He argued it gave the movie a Depression-era authenticity and evoked the grapes of wrath. Studio executives resisted, fearing audiences would reject it, but Bogdanovich threatened to walk. Ultimately, the decision became one of the film's defining stylistic choices.
I knew you'd get it if I explained it.
Number 4. The film's original source novel was called Addie Pray. Bogdanovich hated the title, saying it sounded like a bad soap opera. He renamed the movie Paper Moon after hearing the 1933 song of the same name sung by Ella Fitzgerald. Paramount balked at the change, but gave in when Bogdanovich insisted it better captured the film's bittersweet tone. Number 5. Bogdanovich often tricked Tatum into acting by disguising scenes as games. For example, he told her to simply outsmart her father in certain scenes. These little competitions translated into Addie's sharp-tongued dominance on screen. Critics later noted that her ability to hold her own against adult actors felt astonishingly real.
I want my $200.
But I don't have it.
Then get it.
What do you say, Daddy? Why don't we get Precious a little dessert if she eats her dog?
Her name ain't Precious.
Number 6. Although the father-daughter dynamic on screen looked charming, off-screen, their relationship was notoriously strained. Ryan O'Neal was known for being temperamental, and their time filming together only increased tensions. Tatum has since said she felt intimidated by her father during filming and at points even hated him.
Well, I liked if you talk to your therapist about your temper. I would like that.
Okay, Tatum.
Would you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Tatum. Can I have some chicken first?
It's the reason that we didn't speak for so long.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Number 7. Paramount Studios wanted to cast Paul Newman and his daughter, Nell Potts, instead of Ryan and Tatum O'Neal. Bogdanovich refused, believing Ryan's sharpness and Tatum's natural talent were a better fit. At one point, executives threatened to pull the plug over his stubbornness. Bogdanovich stood firm and proved right when the film became a critical and commercial hit.
All I really want to thank is my director, Peter Bogdanovich, and my father.
Number 8. The production took place across Kansas and Missouri to capture the Dust Bowl atmosphere. Bogdanovich insisted on using authentic small towns rather than sets. The crew sometimes had to repaint or age buildings to match the Depression-era look. Locals often gathered to watch, and some were used as extras in crowd scenes.
The newspaper ran a whole big photo on me.
Tell him about the time that man tried to crack your head open with the bottom, Miss Trixie.
I'm a genius.
Number 9. Ryan O'Neal wasn't comfortable improvising and often relied heavily on the script. This clashed with Bogdanovich's looser directing style, which encouraged spontaneity, especially with Tatum. Their awkward energy actually enhanced their dynamic, making Moses look exasperated and impatient with Addie's sass. What seemed like frustration on screen often mirrored Ryan's real feelings.
How we doing, Angel Pie? We're gonna have a little dessert when we finish up our hot dog?
Number 10. Despite the age difference, Tatum O'Neal and Madeline Kahn bonded off-screen. Kahn treated Tatum like a little sister, teaching her about stage presence. Their warm connection carried into their scenes together, even when their characters clashed. Tatum later credited Kahn with making the set feel less intimidating.
It's in the bone structure. You know, a person can tell his whole life on what his bone structure is.
I tried pushing out a window once in Little Rock.
Number 11. Tatum O'Neal had difficulty memorizing lines at her age. Bogdanovich often fed her lines through an earpiece or had assistants prompt her. Strangely, her slightly delayed reactions made Addie seem calculating and mature. What was really a memory struggle came across as brilliant acting.
But this little baby has to go winky-tanky all the time.
We just stopped for her to winky-tink at lunch.
That's right, and now we're stopping for dinner.
Number 12. The iconic 1930s Ford Model A used in the film constantly broke down during production. Mechanics had to be kept on standby during filming. Sometimes entire shooting days were delayed because the car wouldn't start. Ironically, its unreliability added to the authenticity of the Depression-era struggle. Number 13. Tatum was only 10 years old when the film was released, and Bogdanovich decided she was too young to understand its more adult themes. As a result, she wasn't permitted to attend the premiere. She later recalled feeling excluded, despite being the movie's star. Ironically, she had to wait until she was older to fully appreciate her Oscar-winning performance. Number 14. The grift Moses and Addie pull, selling Bibles to widows at inflated prices, wasn't invented for the film. Depression-era con men really used this trick, preying on grieving families. Bogdanovich discovered it while researching scams from the 1930s. Adding it into the film gave a sharp edge of historical accuracy. Number 15. A young Jodie Foster auditioned for the role of Addie Prey. Although she impressed, Bogdanovich felt Tatum's resemblance to Ryan O'Neal made her the better choice. This rejection redirected Foster toward Taxi Driver a few years later, which became her breakout. In hindsight, both young actresses became legends from different paths.
I told you I don't want you riding with me no more.
You still owe me $200.